Okay, so as you know, anytime anyone from our community tries to do something positive, yeah, the devil demonizes us, yeah. And Daily Fell and Guy Adams have put out an article not only to defame my character, but also to incite violence against me. And any violence that comes to us from here on in can be attributed directly towards the death threats that came as a response to this lying article that's been put out by the Daily Fell, which I'm going to debunk. I just want to start this out by saying I'm disgusted by all forms of oppression, no matter who it's to or by. Yeah, I'm disgusted at what the Nazis done to all of the communities they oppressed. Yeah, which is why I'm disgusted at the IDF shooting down Palestinian children that are throwing rocks. The IDF shooting down pregnant Muslim women and creating a t-shirt saying one shot, two kills with a Muslim woman, yeah, with a target on her on the t-shirt. I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted at the 5-year war of what happened with Hitler, which is why I'm also disgusted at the 500-year Holocaust that African people went through. Yeah, I'm disgusted. Yeah, and while the Jews got reparations after their 5-year war, after our 500-year Holocaust, yeah, we still have to receive no reparations. Actually, the slave masters received the reparations, which is why we was marching the other day. And instead of begging anyone for any money, we marched with a message saying instead of begging anyone for anything, we're going to repair the damage ourselves. Yeah. Now, people calling me anti-Semitic for pointing out facts of my history just shows how ridiculous you are. Yeah, it's in the history books that some of the biggest insurers of the slave ships were Zionists. Yeah, and on top of that, yeah, we can still see their remnants today. Lloyd's Bank is just one of them. Yeah, that was built up off the backs of slavery. Yeah, so if I point that out, that doesn't mean I'm anti anyone. I'm anti everyone that oppressed my people. Yeah, I'm anti all oppressors with no apology. So I just want to point out that Double F Force has not published any political agendas or any fascist ideologies. Yeah, so you can't put Double F Force in the same can that you put Oswald Mosley, who was a politician, or Britain First, who had political aspirations. Yeah, there's no political aspirations. It's simply a safety slash security unit that is there to keep our communities safe. Yeah, and the funny thing is, most of you lot have been going on for years about how there's a problem within our community. Yeah, society's failed our community. Now the community steps up, you're all terrified. It's a joke. I am very vocal that I stand in solidarity with everyone who was victims of colonization. Yeah? And we know that in this country there was a time when on the pubs it said no blacks, no dogs, no Irish. Yeah? So man stand against that. All of the oppression towards no matter who it is. At the same time, this article used comparisons to IRA, to Oswald Mosley, and there's not a fascist bone in our body. We just want to heal our communities. We never went and marched to no other community. We've never spread hate towards any other community. And yet, this article has branded us as like Oswald Mosley and the black shirts, which were real fascists. But check the joke, family. The Daily Mail, in the time of Oswald Mosley, done an article saying hurrah for the black shirts, celebrating Oswald Mosley. And let's not forget that Oswald Mosley, who I was compared to, did not just attack Jews. Yeah, I've never attacked anyone, but they attacked Jews, but they also attacked black people and went on rampages through North and East London as well. So never compare me to no dirty, racist fascists like Oswald Mosley. We're cut from different cloth. So if Oswald Mosley was here today, it will be us fighting against him. The same way we're fighting against the far-right hooligans who tried to attack innocent women and children the other day at the Battle of Trafalgar. The question is, if I am the new face of race hate, Guy Adams, why was the white people out there not terrified? Because Nigel Farage, from his bedroom, started hiding under his bed. He was terrified from the video. Yeah? Tommy Robinson, racist, terrified. Mark Collette, BMP, terrified. Paul Golding, Britain First, terrified. Jada Franson, Britain First, terrified. Katie Hopkins, terrified. It seems all you racists that wasn't there was terrified. Yeah? And I want to put in a little side note. I've been telling people, all of these people have been saying, we're not against the black community. They've been with Sarah Robinson. We're not against the black community. We just got a problem with Islam. And I told people, the minute the black community starts to heal itself and starts to rise up, we're going to see every single one of them people that called themselves Islamophobes before bear their racist head against black people. And that's exactly what that march done. It made all of the racists come out of the closet. Yeah? You've been exposed. Every single one of you. Yeah? Because there was no white people on the day that was terrified. Yeah? When we got to Brixton Windrush Square, our aunties, our uncles, they was crying with joy. Crying with joy to see such discipline and organization. And we made it very clear for the families to come out. We made it very clear that our main weapon is love and the love that we have for each other. We made it very clear that we're not here to hurt anyone. The police made it very clear that considering the numbers, it was one of the most peaceful protests with 3 arrests that had nothing to do with us. Yeah? So why is everyone terrified for? We just marched from Clapham to Brixton, one cuz. But big the face of race hate. You lot are clowns. Clowns. Okay, so one of the things that they tried to point out is that I started wearing stab-proof vests at the protests. Yeah? The reason why stab-proof vests are worn is because of the high amounts of death threats that are being received. Yeah, the police are very aware that the far right said they was coming down with machetes. The police are very aware that many of them had acid. The police was very aware that they was throwing fireworks and homemade bombs and bottles at innocent men, women and children. Yeah, so if you see us in a vest, it's for protection. It's not a bomb, it's not a gun, it's not a knife. It can't harm anyone. What it can do is save our lives in the case of an attack. So when people are talking about why are they wearing vests, it's you lot that have been peddling that there's this big knife epidemic. Yeah? And we want to do conflict resolution within our communities. We want to provide opportunities for the youth within our communities. So yes, we are wearing vests to defend ourselves, and we are also training in self-defense. Yeah, so that we can defend ourselves no matter who the person that wants to attack us is. Yeah, there's nothing criminal about that. There's nothing scary about that. There's nothing threatening about that. One of the slanderous lies is that I'm anti-Semitic. Yeah, I come from Semitic bloodline. I cannot be anti-Semitic. The oldest Jews are the Falasha Jews from King Solomon and Sheba, yeah, and they're going through racism in Israel right now. I stand with them, yeah. The oldest Bible, 800 years older than the King James Version, is the Ethiopian Orthodox Bible, and they're against the Crusader Christians, and I stand with them, yeah. The first place where Islam was safe was East Africa, yeah. My Muslim brothers from Mansa Musa to West Africa, yeah. I stand with my Muslim brothers who are also against the ISIS agenda, and I also quoted white Ashkenazi Jews who are against the Zionist agenda, yeah? And why did you leave that out of the article? And I just want to make it clear, I stand in solidarity with oppressed people right across the globe, yeah? And that starts in Africa with our 500-year Holocaust with no reparations, where we was raped from, pillaged and stole till this day, yeah? And I stand in solidarity with the diaspora that's in Americas, that's in the Caribbean, that's in the Europe as a result of this. And I stand in solidarity with my black brothers and sisters which find themselves in India or China oppressed because they got darker skin. I stand in solidarity with my people them that are the Native Americans or the Aboriginal Australians that had a genocide and a Holocaust against them. I stand in solidarity with the people in Palestine, the people in Lebanon, the people in Yemen, which is the biggest humanitarian crisis that no one don't want to talk about. I stand in solidarity with all oppressed people right across the globe, from the blackest black man in Africa to the whitest, no blacks, no dogs, no Irish, yeah? Because I don't like oppression, yeah? I don't like oppression. It burns my heart, blood, yeah? I could never like what Hitler done to the Jews. I hate it. Yeah, and that's why I hate everything else. Because every year in school you teach man about Hitler. But there was, while Hitler was doing that to the Jews, there was worse things that you people was doing to us, bruv. Let's keep it 100, fam. Yeah, I know my history. And that's what makes me dangerous. This is a message to the community. Yeah? You don't have to like me. This ain't about me. You see those brothers and sisters that you saw marching from Clapham to Brixton? Those brothers and sisters put everything on the line for you. And not just you, but your future generations forever, family. Yeah? And now the ball's in your court. You can stay silent, which is like siding with the oppressor, or you can move with the movement. Move with a movement that has your best interest at heart. Yeah? There is no political, ideological agendas attached to this movement. Yeah? The only agenda is that when mum sends her son, yeah, to school and he travels from school back to home, there's a safety unit that can look out for him. Yeah, and if there's any conflict, they can resolve it. The only agenda is brother level and for giving food and clothing to people that might need it. The only agenda is to do charity within our communities. The only agenda is to inspire the people that might not feel like they can achieve anything with entrepreneurship, apprenticeships, education. The only agenda is to lower the violence. The only agenda is to stop the harassment. That's the only agenda. And if that's an agenda that I need to be crucified for, then crucify me now. Yeah, but even if you can't kill me, you can't stop this family. The way it's been built is different. So attack me all you want. This thing's bigger than me, fam. Yeah, you see this family? You see this family? This family is forever. Forever family. Move with the movement.